everyone. Welcome back to Tim with Tomes and Tales. I'm Tim, author of the short story Werewolves of the West and the hardboiled detective novel Baltimore City. Today on the channel, I'm reviewing the Irish mystery A Man with One of Those Faces, the first book in the Dublin series by author Caimh McDonnell. Paul is a young man with one of those faces. You know, one that could easily be mistaken for the face of someone else, which can be a useful gift at times for Paul. However, when an old and dying gangster stabs Paul because he thinks Paul is the son of a former colleague with whom he had pulled off one of the most notorious crimes in Ireland with, many people suddenly take an interest in Paul, and not all in a good way. Aided by a nurse with a love for crime stories and a foul-mouthed copper with a lazy eye named Bunny, Paul and his allies must solve a decades-old mystery before the bad guys catch them. This was a very fun mystery from independent book publisher McForey Inc., one filled with action and humor. Caimh McDonnell, and I hope I'm pronouncing that name right, took me on a suspenseful ride through the mean streets of Dublin and the Irish countryside. Of course, the character Bunny McGarry does steal the show in every scene he's in, but I think that was intentional. He was quite colorful after all. I did have a general sense on how the story was going to end, successfully guessing how that final shoe was going to drop. However, I think this was one of those books where the build-up was actually more fun to experience than the climax, and I'm okay with that in this case. If I'm going to compare this book with anything, I want to say it had similar vibes to the types of stories that are published in hard case crime. If you're a fan of those, I think you would enjoy A Man with One of Those Faces as well, and I hope you give it a chance. I know I'm looking forward to reading the next book in the series. Thank you for joining me on my review today. Please hit like and subscribe if you want to help out the channel, or check out some of my own stories. I'll leave links to them below. Stay safe, everyone, and happy reading.